This is a bike I bought for my son, Sam. It's a 1994 YZ80 that I bought with the motor had blown up, and I bought it without a motor, and I thought I'd transplant something into it. And I put a TF, this Suzuki TF 125 motor in it, and it's actually come together quite well. And you know, it's hard to sort of build anything cheaper than you can buy it these days, but I'll show you a few things on it if you like. But the first thing I noticed was it was way too high for him. The seat height was like up here, so I thought I'd better lower it. So I lowered the rear by adding in the linkage here. I added in about 20mm, which lowered it by about 70. But it was hopelessly soft because I'd changed the ratio of the rising rate. So I had to move this pivot point here down about 20mm, and that fixed that. And then with the front forks here, I took them apart, and I had to alter there's a rod that goes through the middle, and I had to alter them by about 50mm, and just so they can't come apart as far as they used to. And then I also slid them through the clamps, and so that lowered it to about where, you know, that was good for him. And then I wanted to put a little XR100 motor in it, but I couldn't get one, and I measured one, and it was sort of just wasn't enough room, you know, because the original motor was a wee water-cooled two-stroke, and it was very, very small. So I got this TF 125 motor. It's a wee farm bike motor. And it's quite short in the head and barrel, but even that was way too big. And what I did is I made a wee thing to hold it up, you know, so it was at the right level. When I chopped it there and chopped it through there, and then just sort of slid it into place and tried to work out where it's all going to go. But then there was just no room for the wheel to clear the expansion chamber. So I reluctantly had to chop it, the main spar through here, and add in about 40mm. So I did that, and then so this here is the original piece that I chopped out. As you can see, it's way smaller. So it ended up about 40mm longer in the wheelbase than it should have been, which means it had to it handles a wee bit slower perhaps, but it's more stable in a straight line situation. But I made this wee adapter thing here for the gearbox, because the original carburetor was down here, and so I didn't really want to alter any of that, so I just made up that little adapter, and I didn't really think it would work too well, but it goes fine. And that's the original TF 125 expansion chamber, just cut and twisted round. And the reason I haven't got the side covers on yet is because I extended it. They sort of bolt on there and there, but there's a gap here, so I might make something up or do something, you know. The disc brake rotor here, it was $500 for a new rear and front rotor, so I just got some 3mm 304 stainless and spun them up on the lathe and drilled holes, and they seem to work fine. It's only cost me about $600, so Sam's going to take it for a wee ride now.